Hello, and welcome to another day in Chronostory. It is a fantastic Friday afternoon, and I'm mostly going to be farming at MT09s for some power crystals, so I'm very heavy on the dex crystals right now. I need a lot of power crystals, so that is probably where we're going to be for the hour, and I hope to make at least like 1,000 power crystals today to have at least like 200 chaos crystals to roll with. That's going to be good. So I'm gonna place my crystal count nice and low down here. Ben, thank you very much for the follow, I appreciate it, man. It's good to see you streaming and back in the game of Chronostory. So, that's fantastic. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty tired, relatively speaking. You know, it's been a big couple of days, so I'm a little more subdued to start the stream, but maybe we'll get our energy supplies back as we you know, progress through the stream. But other than that, we're here for a good time, not a long time. It's always nice to see so many people on Chronostory. The game has been like absolutely popping off, and yeah, we've got a bunch of people streaming today as well, which is always nice to see. I've been lurking around for most of the day. You thought at 202 I'd be doing way more damage. Thanks for the shade. Thanks for the immediate shade. What do you mean? I'm a mage. We just have mastery. Like, how much more damage am I gonna do? This is my damage, buddy. Because of the int. I mean, I'm only two levels above caps. I'm only like 15 int more than, sorry, 10 int more than anyone else would have. But yeah, you're right. I mean, technically speaking, like a mage gets a lot more off the additional levels than any other class would, because we're getting a lot more power from our stats than other classes. But yeah, no, despite that, I'm not, it doesn't feel overpowered or anything. I'm always last to do damage on bosses. It's really not, but it should be good when 4th comes out. I think the additional mastery is going to really help, even though it's not necessary because we already have, you know, the minimum damage is already really good. Buffer for 4th, hopefully. I think we're looking pretty good in 4th. I'm feeling pretty good about mage. But all the warrior changes was really interesting to see. I think generally speaking, it was nerfs across the board, right? Like, you're a DK main, technically, among other things. What were your thoughts on the 4th job, like, preemptive changes to the warrior skills? Your class is going back in the oven? True. How much could it possibly change? Eric Zhang, good to see you, my man. How's it going? Hello. The Dark Impale changes is OP. They look good. Alright, let me put a timer on. I'll probably go for like a good 60 minutes today. For the grinding at least. Because I need a lot of chaos. I need a lot of power crystals, so I'll at least put 55 on the timer. Apparently Paladin, with the mage buffs, etc., will do the most damage out of the 3 warriors. It's hard to tell, but like just looking at the flat numbers, I guess you can deduce that. But this is all like before we even get the test server, so I'm sure there's going to be many more changes to come after that when we like really get to see how good things are. Not much, made an Ice Lightning, grinding up Fire Drakes at level 55. Fire Drakes are a really good spot, and they drop Earring Int as well, so can't complain. It's a really good way to like progress your character early. What do you think? When do you think you can go to Firebirds? If it's your only character on your account and you don't get any additional accuracy, you might need to wait until like level 63. But hopefully you can do it by like level 60 if you have a little bit of... I mean, you're an Ice Lightning mage, you don't want to scroll for accuracy, but hopefully like, as long as your accuracy is like 80% and above, then you want to go there. Schmentz, how's it going? EU morning, yikes, yeah, this is like the one intersection between our time zones, and you probably won't be up for much longer, but always good to see. No, sorry, your morning. Actually, it's not that bad. We got a few more hours intersecting than I thought. I'll be on for a while. That's what Falte said? Yeah. I'll put my tracker on here. If I'm getting above like 32 mil, that's how I know I'm locked in. And I'll try my best to lock in here. Thanks, you're on the Asia server. Why are there so many Smegas for chief grade parties? I can just solo train as an Ice Lightning. As an Ice Lightning, you'd never go to like... It's one of the few maps we could never go to. Like, Chief Greys is terrible for us because we freeze the Chief Grey and it doesn't spawn anything. But for a lot of other people, Chief Grey parties are really good for like that level 95 to even 120 range. Even, you know, if you've got an efficient party, you can grind there. It might even be like close to the best spot late game for Hermits. But yeah, as an Ice Lightning, you don't really need to go there at all. The cave maps are really good for us in Aqua Road. Changes are interesting. I feel like he's literally just checking chat and like, yeah, I feel like he's swayed a little bit too much about the chatter and that he should, you know, go his own direction, whatever he thinks that is, and be a little less susceptible to what the community opinion is. You know, I feel like there's a couple too many polls. Like he's trying to be overly considerate, but at some point, you know, he just needs to go with like what he thinks is best. I don't know if you feel that way too, but I could see you feeling that way. He's like overly considerate, which I am in many ways in life, but like for this, I understand you got to be assertive. Are you friends with Nero? Sometimes I watch him. I don't really know Nero well. He's a very popular streamer, but I only have any interest watching him when he streams Chronostory, and he doesn't stream Chronostory that much. And to be honest, like, just as a personality, he's very different to what I would watch in a streamer myself. So yeah, but he's, you know, very entertaining in his own right, just not a right that I personally find that engaging. But I definitely do watch him. He's played a lot of old school MapleStory servers, so it's nice to kind of know what's out there as well. And yeah, he definitely brings some diversity to the MapleStory Classic streaming, you know, repertoire. Africa, hello, how's it going, my man? Are you still bossing? Just came in here for a little Donny Cakes action and then he's out. You sort of agree you don't like certain things. I think he should hold off, but at the same time, there must be a lot of people DMing him because of some of the polls and you don't see voters talking at all. Yeah, I mean, I understand, but you know, fuck them, right? we have some of the most overly opinionated people in the Discord community for Chronostory. Some of them, their opinion doesn't really hold much weight. Like, you can't really value their opinion. Are we farming? We're farming the power crystals at the very bottom there. So right next to my experience bar, you can see my power crystal count. And it goes up really, really quickly here. This is like the best rate you can get for power crystals. I can probably farm like 1100, maybe even 1200 per hour here. So if I go for a little under an hour, I should get my power crystals really close to my dex crystal count. But you can see even my luck crystal count is starting to get depleted. Like every time I'm streaming, I'm bringing you guys like 200 chaos crystals every time. But it's not going to be sustainable because once I run out of luck crystals and like dark crystals, then I can't maintain it. Bonefish is also a good place for power crystals. It definitely is. Bonefish is like the kind of place you would go if you're like in that, you know, level 90 to level 110 range and you don't really have many better spots for power crystals. Basically, like the quicker you can kill these, the better these become for power crystals. But if you're only like level 100, you're not going to kill anywhere near as quickly as I'm killing. So maybe if you're like level 150 and above, this spot becomes really good if you can like two-shot them or move around the map nicely. But yeah, very true, Thaymines, and always good to see you. True, you kind of just give opposing opinions because no one in the Discord, people get sensitive, like, no, let them have a voice, and yeah. I know what you mean, I know what you mean. You spend more time than I would ever consider discussing things with other people that I know that they're never gonna see eye to eye with me on. I don't really give it any time if that's the case. Like, you kind of know, you know, whether or not you're having a constructive debate with someone or whether someone just wants to posture their point and they have no intention of actually trying to, you know, be educated or learn otherwise. You were farming Dark Golems, there are a lot of people there, but no one wanted to party, I don't know why. I think it's because the map is only so big. It's good enough for like a two-person party because you can't cover more than half of the map, but any more than two, I think 3 is starting to get a little inefficient on the Dark Golems map. But certainly, I don't see any reason why 2 people would not want to farm there. But to be honest, like, you're not getting that much party, additional party bonus experience unless you have Holy Symbol, which you probably won't, you know, in the second job era. So that's about the only thing, Eric. But it's not like partying's bad. It's definitely good. I think everyone's just used to playing solo. How does 4th job mage look in Chrono and Tax? I think it looks really good. That's my personal opinion. I'm speaking strictly about Ice Lightning. I don't really have too much of a strong opinion on Priest or Fire Poison, but it was interesting to note that like we all get the Big Bang skill, which is kind of interesting. I think it's kind of going to be a dead skill for Ice Lightning and Fire Poison. But I like our kit a lot. I think what's most important to me is actually all the skills having some sort of value where I can rotate through them and feel like it's actually doing something. I think a class like Hermit at the moment really struggles with that. It's like, whatever your best skill is, you're probably going to use only that. You know, whether it's your mobbing skill or your single target skill, you have 2 skills to use despite having like 5 attacking skills. But I don't feel like Ice Lightning is going to be like that, so I kind of like how the mages are looking. Well, next week, 4th job update drop. Definitely not the 4th job release, but I think there's a decent chance that we'll get the test server next week. And I'm optimistic, but I'm also practical, but I still think next week might be reasonable. Who knows, Baltai might jump in here and be like, stop spreading misinformation, that's fucking hella wrong. You know, Baltai's reading, and at least, let's see, lets him see someone is giving some opposition. I gotta slow these people down somehow. Yeah, you're doing a public service, yeah, good on you, Drippin. That's what you can keep telling yourself. Yeah, look, we're already up to like 730 power crystals, so I've barely been live like 14 minutes, and I feel like I've got over 200 already. It should be even more than that because I should be on par for at least like 1,000 in the hour. Alright, let's rebuff quickly. Oh, what the fuck? I'm covering my trade button, that's a problem. 2. What the fuck? Really? Alright, well, that sucked. How does test servers work? Will you just start as 4th and 3rd job? Yeah, you should just start as level 140. Like, that's what it was like in the test server for 3rd job. We just started at level 70, and then I believe the rates were like 10x. So you level really quickly, and you just get to practice, you know, building out the class and playing 4th job. It should be pretty good. And then you can just make a new character for like any you know, different class you want to create. I think it was pretty smooth last time for the third job test server. How long does it take you to level now? Are you the highest level? I'm definitely not the highest. There's a 211 hermit somewhere in the universe. And I'm not even grinding that hard these days. I'm choosing to farm chaos crystals as opposed to like maximum efficiency experience farming, which would get me like no chaos crystals and minimal drops. So I'm in entertainment mode more than anything, but I do enjoy, you know, being relatively high level. And how long does it take me? If I'm actually grinding seriously, it would take me 24 hours. And if I'm doing like shark caves, which is like maybe like 70% efficiency compared to my best spot, then it's more like 30 hours. So I'm barely going to manage to do that within a week. Probably not. Maybe like 1.5 weeks per level at this point. So I'm definitely ready for 4th job to come out. You heard Balte saying test servers a few days only. Very interesting. Yeah, I think it is too. I think it would have been a week at most, but okay, sounds like it could be even less than that now. Thanks for letting me know. I haven't been able to like catch up with any of the Discord ramblings today. Nez, good to see you. Hello, hope you're doing well. I'm there in spirit always in your stream, but when you're not playing Chronostory, my friend, I can't promise that I'll actually, you know, be in the stream. Eugene, good to see you as well. Hope you're doing well. I'm good. It's been a busy couple of days, but this is my detoxing, and I was in a pretty low energy, you know, mood to begin, but I feel like every time I stream, I'll slowly percolate. Especially if I put my, you know, infamous sunglasses on and you guys start roasting me for that. But yeah, it's pretty low energy to begin. We're just getting some chaos crystals right now. You've not touched Chrono in a bit? Oh, we're so sad to see. I'm always happy to watch you play Chrono. Do you think they'll release elemental ones and staffs? Will that be better than Alien? That's definitely going to be down the line. I remember like Balte discussing it and saying that unlike what they were in the original game, where in the original game they didn't have any stat requirements, in this game they'll have stat requirements. So that's the natural like progression of our weapons. But do I think it's going to be anytime soon or with the release of Leaf Free? Like, absolutely not. But one day, Eric, like, you know, I don't know with what update that came in Old School MapleStory, whether it was like New Leaf City or something else, I don't know, but he's definitely said he plans to add them in the game. No glasses 10 minutes, Shawnee. Not cool, brother, not cool. You have no idea how blind I am. Okay, fine. I can't read the chat, you understand that, right? I actually can't read the chat anymore. That's a problem. I'm gonna do like a 1 minute. No, I don't want to scam you. I can't read the chat. This used to be like an old redeem in my TFT streaming days, and I decided to keep it in. But we have a problem now. Maybe I can get the chat up on my phone or something. But then I'm gonna lose, you know, I'm gonna lose tempo. I can at least see my monitor well enough to be able to farm. But I definitely can't read chat. Hold on. Why are you here hunting? We're hunting. I look so stupid, dude. Fuck. Forgive me. Forgive me. We can't do that shit. I look so stupid just like pushing my face to the monitor right next to where my camera is. I'll refund you that if you feel salty about it. But we just had to try that out. Okay. What did I miss? Spaceship is hella busy whenever I play. Yeah, interesting. It's actually like not overly busy when I play. I think a lot of people have moved to the cave spots. Those have been like the most popular now. Did my music stop? Sorry, this should be on shuffle, and then I'll just play like, I don't know, one of these songs. Cool, all good. Madge Juice. Alright, you'll get a redemption, Shawnee. You can have your points back. New to the server, what is a buff party and how does it work? See it a lot in Smegas. It's basically people that don't have mules like myself that want to sync up with other people that have buffs. Yes, Mr. Zenny, this is Ragnarok music. This is indeed... Is this Morok? This is... Yes, this is Morok. Just for you, Nez. But yeah, Eugene, a buff party is, yeah, it's other people with buffs trying to sync up with people that have buffs that they don't have, and they make a party, and you can go into the free market and buff each other, so that's like the meeting point. So every 15 minutes they just like buff each other, and it's mutually beneficial for everyone. Yeah, I was a Ragnarok mobile gamer. I never played the original game, but even still, I can appreciate the soundtrack. Do I speak any other languages? Unfortunately not. I'm a disappointment to my parents, my Chinese Malaysian mother. Unfortunately, I can't speak any other languages. You famous now? Don't forget me. You'll be the first one to forget, Drippin. You're very forgettable. I know I missed some comments above that. Give me one moment. So Elemental Wander's gonna break the game. Mage's gonna be so OP. It won't be OP. I don't remember if I got a moment to mention, Nam, that like it will have a stat requirement. So it's not gonna be like in the original game where it had no stat requirement and you can just go luckless. But it won't be like that. You'll still need luck requirement. Anything else I missed above that? Do I think... So I'm obviously farming here for Power Crystals Care, and then Entax, do I think Chaos Crystal farming in preparation for New Gear is the way to go? Maybe stack 1.1 to 5k Chaos Crystals? Yes, I do think it's the way to go, however, I'm not going to go that way anyway, just for entertainment purposes. Otherwise, what am I stuck doing? I'm stuck like grinding for experience, which is, you know, Corridor 304, we've seen enough of that gameplay, so like I like to mix up the maps that I stream every now and then. But if I was someone else or I weren't streaming, I'd definitely be banking my Chaos Crystals. Alright, let's scroll down the chat and see if I miss anything else. Hopefully not, but yeah, Eugene, you got the idea of what a buff party is. Unfortunately, you kind of just have to offer something, because no one's going to want to party with you if you offer nothing. So you need to have Rage, Haste, whatever it is. How much and how long did it take for you to get your Evil Wings? I definitely ran above average on the Evil Wings. I stopped greeding for the base stat to be like 82 or 83. I just went for 80 and above because the scrolls are doing all the work. So my Evil Wings is 530s on an average base magic attack one of 80. It took me nowhere near as long as it would have on average. I definitely got lucky. I think I got it within like 10 Evil Wings. Save crystals now or still go ham on weapons? I would start... It depends on what your unwelcome weapon is. For one like mine that is already, you know, pretty tough to beat. Like, sorry, my unwelcome one is over here. But my unwelcome one is very tough to beat. 530s is pretty good. It's very good, sorry. I mean, I should you know, put it in perspective. Why are you using Evil Wings? Over here, we two-shot anyway, so we'll just take the additional attack speed. With both weapons, I'm two-shotting, so that's when I can swap between them based on whichever one I need. However, what was the point I was trying to make? It depends how good your unwelcome weapon is. I think like at least plus 430% passed on your weapon is enough to just like sit by for the next content to be released. I'd be satisfied with that kind of weapon, and that's the weapon I have on my mules. Got it. Good to see you as always, my man. Hope you're doing well. And Zeron, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate you. But yeah, it just depends on how good your unwelcome weapon is that should dictate whether or not you should start saving resources for the next content. Eugene, thank you very much for the follow as well. Alright, did I miss anything else? I don't think so. But yeah, I got really lucky on the Evil Wings to like not take long at all. Alright, so where are my Chaos Crystal counts? Oh my god, by the way, very first time. I've been doing a decent amount of bossing here and there. I finally got my first Dark Pearl ring, which is super exciting because everyone else, I keep getting teased. I'm like, oh, you're the only level 200 player with no fucking Dark Pearl rings. And even though I have one, it's still only a 30% chance that we pass it, but we have a fucking Dark Pearl ring. So I'm excited to scroll that later in the stream, and that's gonna like make or break the stream. Minus 330s and 360s, should you still go ham? It's up to personal preference at that point. It's very respectable. It's very respectable. Probably not, but I would understand if you do. As a player like myself, really fussy, you know, min-maxy type. Where's belt? I'm trying, Shawnee. Oh my god. I'm trying. Can you 10% the ring? You can, but you'd have to be clinically insane to 10% it. Because you wouldn't want it, even if it failed. It doesn't do anything unless you pass a scroll on it. How do you get 30% and 60% accessory scrolls? Some of them drop from various bosses, so if you're a mage like me, we can get our 30% from Richie in Elnath, the Forest of Dead Trees. But other classes, I know for sure the Dex one drops from Shade in the subway, but I don't know where the Strength and Luck ones drop from because I don't need to get them. And then, yeah, as Shawnee said, Pianus also drops all of them, but at a very low frequency. So if I'm looking for the scrolls, I'd rather farm the area bosses, the field bosses, whichever one drops them. I've only got one int accessory 30, but if I need more, I can definitely get more. My second mains level is my 180 outlaw, But I have no desire to play that anymore. I'm surprised I even got to 180. That was fucking... It just took forever, man. It took so long. And how about this thing? How about this change? Hover over Blessing of the Fairy. It no longer says Master level 20. It says Master level 30. That is insane. Shawnee, I do have some 15%, but I think for the Dark Pearl ring, I'd never consider putting a 15 on it. Like, they're so infrequent to get that I haven't already scrolled the ring, don't worry about it. I'm gonna be saving that for later when we do everything else. Time to get 300? Yeah, I guess so, man, I guess so. But, yeah, I'm gonna reserve the 15% accessory scrolls for when another event like this comes along. This is what I think the 15s are best used for. They're used well on accessories that you can get a lot of base, a lot of base accessories. Like the Clover face mask was a really good example. But I wouldn't want to use my 15% accessory scrolls on the Dark Pearl rings, which are just so much rarer. Alright, so once again, we're checking our power crystal count. We're up to 901, so we're getting there. We're doing good. Show that scroll voucher inventory. It's not as much as you would think it is. It's like half an inventory, so like, let's not get carried away. I mean, it's a little more than half, but it's like, it's not that much. It depletes really quickly when you scroll the way I do. Your luck has been so bad for the last few days. I feel the same way, Gutted. I think my last 3 streams have been abysmal. Like, nothing has even come close to being an upgrade. But it is what it is, 30% giveth and taketh away. More than all your Chrono accounts combined? Yeah, to be fair, you play fuck all, so... Not really worth comparing us, you're you to me. Isn't forming a Xeno team faster to farm crystals? It's no different than Pianus and Xeno would be about the same rate. They're both decent, but they really are only the best, like absolute best at farming crystals if you have an additional drop rate coupon. So whether or not we get those again with the event, that's when bossing starts to become really good, because it effectively doubles your... No, not double or no? Sometimes it doubles, but sometimes it 50%'s your boss rate. But either way, like, yeah, bossing is okay, but I don't think it's quicker than, generally farming. But it's really good when you got the additional boss drop rate. Power crystals, correct, that's what we're doing here. It's by far the best spot. It's almost like, it's 5 times better than Apex Cornians, and probably at least like 3.5 times better than like Bonefish or anywhere else. So, and the experience is not even that bad. Like 32 mil and I'm not even locked in, like that's not bad. Why I vouch for voucher costs to be cheaper, but then I'm just, instead of a millionaire, I'm a gajillionaire. Like, you can't propose changes around your situation. You gotta think generally. You selfish. Why do you farm on Outlaw since you might get the drop rate dice? I already have my 3 dice mules in my own buff party. I'm gonna groove, so... Oh, sorry, that was Nam asking that. So don't worry about that, Nam. We've got 3 chances to hit a dice in the free market. The Outlaw does give me a 4th chance, but it's such a small difference, and my Outlaw will struggle to kill this anywhere near as quickly as my main. Like, this is about the quickest you can farm this map, to be honest. Need more mobs like MT09 to drop the other crystals. This map is the best farm power. It's a 1 in 4 chance to drop. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. I do wish there were some other ones like this. Jellyfish is a good compromise that drops everything, but there's no other mob that drops any of the other crystals at anywhere near the same rate as this. There's like Rombots, but Rombots are a mini boss. I wish Rombots were not a mini boss, and that they would drop whatever crystals they dropped at a 1 in 4 rate, but actually spawn like MT09s. Grand Relish, we're here for the power crystals, so right next to my experience bar is our power crystal count, and we're just trying to get that to match up with our dex crystal count. New day, new glasses? Yeah, pretty much, but if you want me to turn into sunglasses douchebag mode, I can do that a little bit later. A different persona with each of the glasses. These glasses are wholesome and intelligent and analytical, and then the other glasses, well, you know what they are. Switch glasses redeem when? I'll put it in sometime. I can't update it live, but I'll put it in sometime. Alright, back to the dice buffs. Can we roll anything better? Oh fuck! I have a problem. One of my mules is on dice auto buff. Wait, actually I think 2 of them are. Uh-oh. That's my problem. Oh, I'm so stupid. Alright, so I actually only have one dice here, my bad. The other ones were on auto buff. I rolled a 6, well that's kind of useless. My fault. And my Hermit's DC, that's fantastic. Alright, oh well, we'll keep going. Today is the day we see an upgrade. I mean, yeah, I've been saying that for weeks, Iktu, but hopefully your word is the one that, you know, prevails over mine. Oh fuck, I have no haste. I actually needed haste. I guess I'll activate Nimble Feet until I can get my Hermit back online. We'll be back later to watch a scrolling session and banging tables. Sounds good, I'm gonna groove. Always a pleasure. If you're happy, I'm happy. Yeah, who said I do low damage now? Where are you, Drippin', huh? You wanna see low damage? How about this? 102k. Boom. Perfect one today. Thank you, Kagami. We'll do our best as always, but, you know, I don't know. It hasn't gone well for a while now. What's your crystal stock looking like right now? It's not great, Gutted. It's just over here next to the experience bar. It's pretty bad. If we can finish the day with 200 chaos crystals, it's a good day. Yeah, it's really hard for me to farm 200 chaos crystals between each of my streams. And it's going to be basically impossible. How much you hit at Vikings? Good question. Maybe I should go back there sometime. But I don't need to flex on Vikings just to like show my damage count. Maybe like 150k. Damn, so poor. I was watching Rent, he has like 400 crystals. And I know a few others with a lot more. But I use mine way too often. Okay, I don't think... I'm not farming as quick as I wanted to, but... What am I going to finish at? Maybe like 1400? I'm not sure. That'll be enough. How many crystals today to reroll? I'm always aiming for 200, which on average should get me like 21s. It's like 1 in 10 to go for the base requirement of the wand I'm looking for, so like 200 chaos crystals should be like 21s. How much crystals per hour here? It should be about like 1100 at the rate I'm killing them. I think at precisely 30 million it's 1000. And anything above that, maybe it's like 10, 1020, 1030 is what I'm on track for. Andre, you sneaky. Hello, good to see you, my man. Always a pleasure. A 1000 per hour, yeah, that should be correct. I can confirm that on like the Chronostory miso slash resource calculator or whatever it is. You can put in the rate you get at a mob, and then it will tell you like what drops you're expected to get with that rate. So it's a really good resource. How long to level the outlaw to 180? I'm not sure. I'll have to go back on my streams for like when I started streaming the outlaw and when I finished. But I think I started streaming it when I was like 130 or something like that. And I want to say it took like another like 2 months probably to get to 180. But I can't remember like altogether how long it took. I saw you were doing Galbies on your outlaw yesterday. What's the rate of lucky crystals you get on that? That was literally at me at work holding my mobile down and trying to also do a little bit of work. So that didn't last for long because it times out really quickly. Like within a minute it times out and then my attacks no longer register. And that's not a problem because I can move, but I get some like network issues in the office, and then it'll tell me that I'm attacking too quickly, and then I wasn't able to do that for very long. Free stuff good. So that, yeah, I was just testing if I could do that. I don't know the rate of lucky crystals that I'd actually get because I'd rather farm there on my main than on my outlaw, but I was just trying something out. You're not scared someone will catch you playing in the office? I'm not like literally playing. I'm just like holding down the button and then listening to it and then moving. But I was just experimenting with it. I had like a little bit of downtime, but I barely lasted like 5 minutes doing that. So I think he just caught me like while I was there, just happening to try it out. You were wondering today if Chrono had 100% scrolls that give same stats as 10%, but they'll make extremely rare to make. What do you think about Chrono becoming a server where making and finishing a character is a lot more realistic? I'm not sure, Skater Dragon, because I don't think people want the game to... The game effectively ends when you've made a perfect item, right? And if you could do that too easily, then it's not ideal because everyone is just complete. There's nothing to work towards. Like, I'm most excited about the game when I have a goal, but if that goal becomes too easy and I no longer have any goals, then I don't feel like I have much reason to play. So I'm not sure how much I would enjoy a system that you are describing. But I understand like the appeal in it. I think, you know, Classic have tried to do like similar things with the 10% chaos scroll that like upon fail booms your weapon or that kind of stuff. It's similar mentality to what you're thinking there. Donnie has a nat 20 in luck. All right, don't question his work gameplay. I was barely on. I try to get a little bit of grinding in on my lunch break. Like that's when I'll really actually try to get it in. I can't even do 1% on my main in my lunch break. Like that's what it's come to. I remember back in the days, I'm like, oh, I got like 5% on my main during my lunch break. That's a good feeling. And now I can't even get 1%. 100% Guild Wars and RO help with that so much. Yeah, always having something to work towards. Yeah, exactly. That's just my opinion though. I understand that people might not share that. You get demotivated when you just destroy so many unwelcome weapons with 30% and need to refarm Chaos Crystals again. That has been my cycle for like the last like forever. Yes, am I demotivated? Like a little bit, but you know, as long as we're having fun, we're just here to have fun at the end of the day. I don't know, you miss every shot you don't take, so when I'm earning those Chaos Crystals and I have the opportunity to make it, I feel good. You don't know how I do it, man? I don't know how I fucking do it either. I keep smiling through the camera lens when I'm streaming, and then the moment I go, you know, turn off stream, I start crying. I ball up, fetal position, and then I start crying, and then I come back the next day and I feel good again, you know? So that's how I do it. You just gotta let the tears out. By the way, for anyone on YouTube, did you guys enjoy my thumbnail today? Or maybe the original one was better, I'm not sure, but just to, you know, like a meme of the day kind of thing. I'm curious if anyone saw that. It's probably bad because it's less recognizable as my stream, but I had to like put a meme in there. I couldn't help myself. Have you ever seen a 7 out of 7 weapon? I definitely have. I think there's at least 2 that like... I've only personally seen 1, but I've been told that a second one exists somewhere. But yeah, one of the hermits had it like a long time ago. What about buying 50 soft 30s? I mean, if that happened again, it wouldn't feel so bad because... And by the way, it was only 40, Shawnee, you get your facts straight, but it wouldn't be so bad now. And actually, I put them to use when I made the Evil Wings, but the staff might actually be okay in 4th God, so I wouldn't feel so bad about it if it was now. You only saw an 89, 7 out of 7 claw. Oh, so that must have been like not the highest base stat, is that what you're saying? But either way, it's still insanely good. You can't greed for the base stat when you're getting 7 out of 7 30s. You were thinking if 7 to 10 bill per item to finish is too little, that would be like 70 to 100 hours per item. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. It's not like there's an ideal number. It's not like, oh, okay, you know, 100 hours per item and you should be done. It's hard to think in that way, you know. It almost like solves the game already. If I'm like, okay, well, 89 is the max, 54. Oh, it's literally the max, is it? Oh, well, that's insane. Damn. Good for him, good for him. I'm always happy for other people and not jealous at all, so that's really good. But yeah, I don't know how much, you know, miso it should take to finish an item on average. but I put in 35 bill into my earrings, and I'm still looking to upgrade upon them, so, you know, here we are. Like, you can always do better. Alright, 11:30. We're getting there on the power crystals. Maybe I'll be closer to like 1450 when I finish, which is fine. You think D-Style has 430s on his earrings? That's insane, but the thing is, like, it's so much less impactful. It's just an additional 4 stats, but for mages, it means the world. So it's almost not even a big deal. If someone got 530s on their earrings and they're not a mage, I almost wouldn't even care, because the gains are so minuscule compared to what it would be for a mage. What stat did you settle on for your boots? Oh, my boots. Okay, that's how you're describing boots. Okay, didn't get that at first. On my mage or another character? On my mage, these ones are 18 because they have luck on them, but I have 20 stat ones elsewhere that I use as well. There was a 14 base earring. Oh my god, that's insane. 14 base with 430s. Yeah, I don't think anyone's beating that. That's clinically insane. But it's insane on the wrong gear slot, because the earrings are so much less of your damage compared to anything else. So, you know, if you're gonna burn all your luck, you'd rather do it on a weapon or something. Isn't leveling up better than upgrading since you're a mage? Yes, I think my mentality with that is like, I could just farm for experience like all the time. And usually I kind of do. I don't go to places like this when I'm not streaming. I like to mix it up on stream a little bit. But I think the rates we're going to get when 4th Job comes out and when new areas come out are going to be significantly larger anyway. And that'll be the time to grind only for experience. So I'd rather have all my gear like the best I want it to possibly be. There's like diminishing returns on grinding with 3rd Job skills up until a certain point. Like, it takes longer and longer for me to level. But when 4th Job comes out, those rates will just accelerate, and that's when I'll start prioritizing experience once again. It feels like a good chance to focus on upgrades, to be honest. How'd you get 20 stat also on VAR boots? Correct, yeah. I just got really lucky with the reroll. I think the odds of it were like 1 in 200 or more than that. To reroll 20 stat or better. I think max stat is 22, and I settled for 20, and that's still pretty good. I'm not going to be able to get my Hermit in. It's DC, but that's okay. By the way, why do people say 4 to 5 stats is 1 attack? When you tested it on your range, it's about 3 stats for 1 attack, and you're level 150. Or is it used for skill damage calculations? I honestly don't know the rationale behind the 5 stats is approximately 1 weapon attack. I'm curious if anyone else like has any insight about it, because that's just like the number that everyone floats around, and then I've just like gone with that number for, you know, forever. So I don't know what the merit behind that is, because I'm primarily a mage player, but I assume others have done their testing and found it to be closer to 5. It depends on your class. I see. So is it ever 1 in 3? You know, is it ever 3 stats for 1 attack on any of the classes, or does that not sound right? Your CB, it's about 3.2 luck for 1 attack according to your calculations. Oh, interesting. You saw my new thumbnail? Love it. Thanks, Grand Relish. Where did you farm your gloves? I farmed mine only in Corridor 3 or 4. There's only two spots to farm the green CR anyway, and the Dark Patron is actually comparable. I can't remember where that drops, but if you see Dark Patrons, then you can go for them too. I think the base stats on those are very similar. Like the Dark Patron technically has a higher max, but like it's like that like 1 in 3 million where it won't actually ever hit. But yeah, they're both still pretty good. Bobbit, good to see you as always. It's a Friday, which is about the only time I see you dip in. Someone's been drinking, probably. Hey, if I have any cause for celebration today, I might drink a little bit myself. But I doubt it, you know, because it's me and I can't hit an upgrade. I can't roll anything on my fucking... Dude, all my meals are DCing. I don't know what's going on today, but I don't really need the buffs. I can get by with this Nimble and Candy. For this spot, at least. You're saving it for next Friday, going out with co-workers to the winery? Ooh, la-di-da. Alright, sounds good. Also depends on the multiplier on your weapon. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, my gloves have only been farmed in Corridor 304. That's just been the easiest spot for me, because like it drops all the other mage equipment there as well, like the helmet and the cape. Shot time, maybe if there's cause for it, sure. C-Mac, always a pleasure. Darnie, yep. Hope you're doing well. Giving the liver a break, yeah, you put your liver under a lot of abuse, you know. Alright, we're getting there. Almost through the grind here. Let me check my crystals once again. 1200, yeah. I'm a little short of where I want to be, but that's okay. If we pass today, shot time, what are my requirements for a shot going to be? I think pulling an earring will be a shot, sure. That's number one. I'm probably only going to do like 300 tickets. Maybe if I'm zesty, I'll do a little bit more. But condition one is earring. That'll be one. What else can we do? I think... I mean, +5 or better on any wand is definitely going to be another condition. But it needs to be an upgrade. It needs to get me to 172 total TMA. I don't know, we'll make up conditions as we go. I'm down to have a little bit. I'm only casually playing sport tonight. Nothing too serious. You're so sad your 30s passed 7 times in a row, but you're scrolling each item one at a time. I've done that before. I think it's happened to me twice now. What are we gonna do? We can't think like that, you know? Like, it works in our favor sometimes as well. What's that crazy creature that's gotten into your house? I do not know what you're possibly referring to, unless it's me. Oh, that was a question, not a statement. Sorry, C-Mac. Oh, sorry, C-Mac. Okay, when we moved into this place, this was like 4 years ago now, there was like the fattest spider I've ever seen in my lifetime. Like, I can't even describe how like thick and juicy it was, and I am like arachnophobic, so I got my future mother-in-law to get rid of it. I didn't have the balls to do it, so that was definitely a you know, a minus aura moment, but it was the fucking thickest, you know, dirtiest, thick spider I've ever seen in my life. It had to have been like my face, you know, kind of diameter big. I would die there, bro. I almost did. Yeah, that was. I'm not, you know, I have bravery in other aspects, but spiders is not one of them. You just coomed your 124 strength dagger? I'm so sorry. Identified. My condolences. But yeah, I'm Australian. Don't Australians keep spiders as pets? These stereotypes have gone too far. They've gone way too far. Like, genuinely, I know like maybe like one person in my lifetime that has actually had a spider as a pet, but they're just stereotypes, you know. They don't mean anything. Like, The vast common answer is no. W Mill, will you use your fiance as a spider for a shield? I would if she weren't more scared than me, so therefore I have to be the man. And to be fair, I've gotten better with spiders over the years. This was like 4 years ago. That was like my peak arachnophobia. But I can move out like all the little daddy long legs and stuff now. Like I can take care of that, so I'm okay. She makes me look like a man in that regard, so it's fine. Yeah, like how kangaroos we ride to work. Yeah, all those fucking stereotypes, you know. You don't see me like impersonating Texans by like, you know, shooting my guns up in the air and shit. But hey, it's fun. Would you say you're a handyman? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm a break my fingernail kind of guy and, you know, cry about it. I had the worst experience where a flying cockroach landed on my face. Oh my god. That is nasty. I would have flipped. That is nasty. What material are you farming? Sorry, I missed that question. We're farming power crystals. So we're getting there. We are close to 1300. But I'm going to stop the grind soon because I've been grinding for a while. I'll probably stop in 8 minutes. That looks good to me. And we'll have close to like 180, maybe slightly more. Chaos crystals. Australians don't date spiders. We F the spiders, but we don't date them. Fair. Okay, oh, the other condition for like any potential, you know, shot taking tonight and liquor consumption is passing over 30% on my Dark Pearl ring. That will be 2 shots if we pass. Although it will be at the end of my stream, so you won't be able to see me inebriated. However, I mean, still good, right? Still a good deal. You have a vent right above my setup and a huge honeybee fell out, landed on your keyboard as you were gaming and gave you a heart attack. That... How does this even happen? Like what is this? Oh, did you get your Kintosaurus belt yet? Let me answer your question with an image. No. No, we didn't. Are you unlucky at Kents or just too lazy to farm? I think I'm unlucky. I don't farm incessantly, but I definitely do farm it. I try to just farm like on the... I don't really like rotate channels farming chiefs, but I do try to farm my channel every 10 minutes. So I'm definitely farming it, and I feel like I've gotten unlucky. 90k MP, who needs 150 more HP? Yeah, and with Hyper Body, I'm already 30k, so can't complain at all. Used to work on a farm in Australia. Our main fear was redbacks waiting for us in the irrigation system. Spiders are scary, man. Yeah, and I mean, not all spiders are the same as well, right? Like, redbacks are to be feared for sure, right? Maybe I'm sure you know a lot more about spiders than me and which ones you should fear and which ones are harmless, but yeah, redbacks, I'm inclined to believe you don't want to fuck with them. Favorite F-boy streamer? What are you talking about, Nace? Hello, good to see you though. Why is your auto buff not working? What? Where's my auto buff? What? Did it literally just expire? No. It's right here! What are you talking about? Why isn't it buffing? Huh? Where's my booster? What? I've never had to manually press that, but whatever. Today's the day. That's Daddy Donnie, come on. Oh my god, do not call me Daddy. Thanks for letting me know the auto buff's not working though. I don't know what the fuck that was. Fun fact, when bees aren't exposed to sunlight for a period of time, they can go blind and can't fly, so it was just tweaking out. That makes sense, like why else would it like fly into you? It seems that you scroll every day. I try to, but what I do in between is farm. Oh, this is why I'm farming here. I'm trying to farm as much as I can so that I can bring you scrolling. But I'm not going to be able to maintain it because I only need to farm power and dex at the moment. But next time, I'm going to have to farm lucky and dark as well. And when that happens, there's no way I'm getting 200. Like, I might barely get 100, so you guys are spoiled for now. I can't deliver you this tempo, this frequency of Chaos Crystal rerolling. It's just not possible. Shark is Dexor Heaven? Yeah, that's about the only good place to get Dexors, unfortunately. Does auto buff work when CCing or logging in? Yeah, it should. It definitely should. There's a little delay, so like, sometimes when I'm bossing, I'll die before my auto buff kicks in. And like, I don't have Magic Guard, but it should still work. You'll pass 730s when you scroll clean with no rerolls? Trust? I wouldn't even want it, you know? Like, I have to reroll. What do you mean? There's so much value on it. Especially, actually no, not true. Especially for the weapon attack, the other ones. Maybe the mages aren't so important, but still, that's an insane suggestion. Is 10s useless? I don't see a use case for it. They're pretty much useless. The only like rare instances where you might want to use it is to like tap, you know, the first slot on an item that you can get a lot of. So if you drop a lot of like Pirate Gloves at Apex Cornians, for instance, and you've got a lot of 10%, you can consider 10%ing the first slot. I don't see why not. If you're not greeting for like the perfect stat on your glove, maybe like 10 stat and above, then yeah, sure, you can use a 10%. But it's very rare. There's not many uses for it at all. We were not prepared for the release of the 30s. Like, there was no notice on it. And then just like one day, boom, 30s are in the game. The best equipment is all changed. Game over. Purple equip's always Kumin first slot. Yeah, pretty much. That's why you can, yeah, go for like some blues and other equipments. The purples are so rare and it feels so bad to just boom it. At least we don't have Chaos Scrolls. Yeah, for good sake, and I don't think we'll ever get them, fortunately. This is about as chaosy as it gets. I mean, the Chaos Crystal is basically a Chaos Scroll, in a way. Just not a scrolling Chaos Scroll, it's a base stat re-rolling Chaos. Hey, how's it going, man? How am I doing? I'm doing good since the stream. I've been a little tired coming in today. It's been a big week, but, you know, it's Friday. We've arrived towards the start of the weekend, so I'm feeling good, and hopefully that's going to manifest itself in my scrolling and re-rolling in just about a minute's time. I most certainly am, yes. IRL badminton stream when? That will never happen, but what I might do is like show you my Instagram story where I just posted like a little bit of my training, just as an insight into what it looks like. Let me make sure it's not too loud, but yeah, let me check. Yeah, sure, I could show you that soon. Alright, let's just like finish our grind here, we're almost done. Alright, let's call it here. Let me return to the free market. And then I'm really quickly just going to show you guys like what my badminton like training looks like. Like just a little bit. It'll be like, you know, my stories. But that should be cool. Chaos Scroll, I wish it's not the start point to turn into Maple Star. Yeah, it probably is the start point, but like I don't think this game's going to be anything like Maple Star, fortunately, because I'm not really a fan of those, you know, overly big bangy kind of days. Sorry, I'm setting the right one. Let me go window capture, do this, 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 and then I find this. Yes, okay. So yeah, this is some, oh, it might be a bit loud. Sorry if it's too loud. But this is some of my training. It's extremely loud. I gotta turn it down. Alright, that's a much more acceptable volume. But yeah, this is some of the training that I do, and this is like the routines that we do. Do you have a decked out +7 badminton racket? Could you imagine if I did? I would be wiping the floor with everyone. But yeah, this is just some like smash, you know, follow across net training. And this stuff is kind of exhausting. I am 6 foot, I'm really tall. And yeah, this shit is exhausting. But yeah, I post like my stories every now and then just with some training progress, and it kind of helps to keep me motivated. Your backhand kind of weak? What do you mean? I'm like backhand clearing. What are you talking about? Going 1v2, bro's pro. No, this is just a routine. We all swapped into this as well. But yeah, I'll just let this one play. In the meantime, I'll do what I need to do in the free market. 1v1 you then. I most certainly will. Okay, come to Australia. I'll take care of you. Alright, what do I need to do in the meantime? Sell my inventory. And then Gachapon. I got 119. I'm gonna buy 181. Cool. Alright, 300 gacha ready to go. Yeah, that's the end of that one. So, yeah, that is a little bit of my training. Hopefully that's insightful. 6 foot athlete, level 202, mogging the average Maple nerd. There is no hope for us. I don't know what to say to that other than blush. But wholesome streamer mode has been active for an hour, but what if I were to do this, you know? What if I were to do this? Alright, peasants. Let's do some degenerate scrolling. Where did you farm your dragon scales? Apexes? Yeah, Apexes were a really good spot. I've been farming Apexes because they were dropping the pirate gloves and the mage overalls. But I also did a good amount of like Manon and Griffey, and that also gives a lot too. High school badminton coach was ambidextrous. That's insane. 2 hands? That is crazy. Cool. Okay, so let's do some Gachapon. Do I have a Smega? No. Let me get some Smegas. And I think I can turn my music back up. I only turned it lower because the story was so loud. So that I can go back up. Secret shades of scrolling. I didn't even buy them. I got so distracted. Hold on. Okay. Alright, let's get the sound up. Let's get the Smega out. Degens assemble. Why gacha? We're gachaing for fun mostly. If we get earrings, I will take a shot. So that's always exciting to get earrings. I mean, I had a chance to upgrade my earrings based on the last one we got. Like last week, I passed 330s on my earring, passed a 60, and then was going for a 4 TMA upgrade and the last 60 failed. Guns the dual music, what? Yeah, I've diversified my gaming soundtrack playlist, and we've got some Guns music now. Is it time for the for the Costco guys? All right, here we go. So let me get this up. "17 big booms." I'll give you a big boom. 9 bill WTF. I have been a day one player, Zach. Don't worry about it. You too can have 9 bill. Feel like I'm back in 2009 with Guns and Maple together. It's crazy like the nostalgia hits you'll feel when you just mix random gaming, you know, soundtracks with other games. I added a little bit of Gunbound as well. I'll play Gunbound next. Just for anyone that played Gunbound. Those tracks were giving me nostalgia. Is that really? Oh no, still got more space. Let's put a Gunbound track on. I was vibing to that before. This is more of a gachapon music vibe as well. You're an instinctual spender. Uh-oh. I mean, so am I, but I set myself a threshold of 10 billion and I couldn't even stay above it. So here's where we are. What's your favorite mobile and— oh! I'll be right back. Alright, happy Friday, friends. Oh, look how full that is. That's just— oh, damn. Cheers, guys. Happy Friday. Where the fuck are my earrings? Dude, if you guys are watching Discover Africa, who is another wholesome Chronostory streamer, he got 3 earrings on 20 minutes worth of Xeno runs. So I don't want to hear any complaints about my luck. Direct your complaints to that guy. Mr. 12, thank you very much for the follow. Let's keep going. I'm gonna lock it before I do anything stupid. Damn, it's 9 AM and we're already drinking. I'm in. Hey, I love that, man. You're the best. Badminton trainer, watching you take shots while playing video games. Like, I know, it's so messed up. It's messed up, man. I'm only playing with my brother-in-law and my fiance. I can still beat them with a few shots in my system. It's no problem. Anyone else, I might have to stay sober. 1 boom equals 1 shot. No, we can't do that. Renz was literally doing a push-up challenge. He was doing 10 push-ups per boom. I'm like, what kind of stupid target are you setting for yourself when you boom so fucking frequently? He did 120 push-ups in such a short space of time. I don't know how he did it, man. Which part of Oz are you from? I'm in Melbourne. Okay, that's our inventory full for now, no problem. Looking good though. Still got another 87 to go. I mean, I won't do any more than that. I'm tempted to buy more gacha, but no. We got enough to do today. So, smelt everything. And once again, yeah, for anyone who just tuned in, we got the Dark Pearl Ring today. And we're going to be scrolling that as well. If that passes, it's 2 shots. Man, I was in Renz's stream for the last scroll session and it was so brutal. I saw that too, Gutted. Dude, he failed like, he passed like 1 out of 17. I saw that as well. Did you lock your earring? I most certainly did, but thank you for your concern, Grand Relish. One boom, 1 shot is just crazy though. It's fucking crazy. Be realistic, guys. Have you seen how much I boom? No, unlock it right now, you sadistic MFR. One boom equals 2 shots. Okay, yeah, that's even more fair. Thanks, buddy. 1 pull, 1 shot isn't enough. What would you have me do? Be realistic, guys. I may be 6 foot, but I'm skinny, and I don't weigh much, so I can't handle that much liquor, to be honest. Anyway, that's all our Gachapon tickets. We don't need to do any more than that. We're looking pretty good for today. I'd be dying of alcohol poisoning if that were me with how my luck has been. That's what I'm saying, yes. You're open to a negotiation. With what leverage are you negotiating with me, the streamer? You're in my stream. What are you talking about? You're gonna negotiate with me. Do you VPN to play Chronostory? I don't need to. I get sent to the NA server from Australia, thankfully, Trevor. But I understand that some others might need to use VPNs. What now? So we need to go back to the FM and craft our Chaos Crystals. I'll be right back. Let me get rid of all these fucking teeth while I'm here. all good. Alright, Chaos Crystals. I can craft 5 Power Crystals. Sorry, no, I go here. Crystal, Power 5. Then Special 15. And then I can do a further 136 in Crystal Ores. You got pull from around here? Oh, you got pull around it. I see what you mean. I mean, yeah, you're a streamer yourself, you know, you've got some name notoriety. Alright, so we're looking good on the Chaos Crystals. 194 is a solid amount. It might get me 20. Hopefully it does. If I lower my requirements when things are going bad, it should get me through 20s, ones. So we're going to go for 20 today, as usual. Orange man bad. Not going to get political. Alright, let's make 20. Alright, that's ready to go. So let's reroll the earrings first of all. 20 shots, boss! No sir, no sir, we're not doing that. Sorry, I gotta upgrade this first. Upgrade to second. 1. 730% equals 7 shots. I'll do that. I'll do that deal. I'll do that bet. If I get 6, I'll do 2. If I get 5, I'll do 1. I can actually agree to that. Is this Gunbound BGM? It most certainly is, Derek Kim. What's the highest level now, C-Mac? I think it's 211 for a Hermit at the moment. Super petty. Oh, I love when you comment on my stream. I remember when I finally reached the Purple Staff rank on Gunbound and traded your account for some Ragnarok private server items like a dumbass. Interesting backstory. That's on you, my friend. Alright, last earrings are ready to go. Let's reroll them first. And I'll remember to lock them at the very end. Yes, I promise. So, we're settling for 6-6 on either Strength Dex or Luck Int, either or. I really don't want to burn too many Chaos Crystals here, because it's inhibiting me from getting the wands. So, we're going to hope this hits pretty soon, please. 6-6 Strength Dex, it'll do. Like, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good for Chief Bandit as well. That'd be 17 all up, but I don't have a Chief Bandit, but it doesn't really matter. We're gonna lock that one there. And let's move on to everything else. So I'll put that down here, put this up, and 16, yeah, all good, we got 20. So, let's do it. 20 and then 183 Chaos Crystals. We can maybe get through it all. Your current earrings give magic attack. Yeah, that's correct. The earring scrolls give magic attack as well. Yep. Alright, let's do it. So we're looking for combined 131 int and magic attack. If you were watching me last stream, I skipped a lot. So I'm going to go a little slower today just to make sure I don't make any mistakes, especially because my Chaos Crystal count is not all that high. Boom, 134. Great way to start us off. 131. It will do. It will do. It's the bare minimum, but it will do. 133. Great. Hmm. 133. Nice. And that's white, but it's still very good. Can we also get attack on earrings? I wouldn't know. I'm 600 million and no gatch on gatch and no earrings. No, you can't. Don't worry about it. We're only gonna be scrolling out for decks anyway. Yeah, don't worry about it. 125, 128. Not going well. 129, still not good enough. This is going bad. I don't feel like screaming at the moment. We got 132, that's okay. I don't feel like getting so angry right now. I'm kind of in a like calm lull state. 128, 136, that is my best one yet. Good, Chuso. 130, I'm gonna settle with it for now and maybe come back to it. Just because I'm a little shorter on Chaos Crystals today. I'm never short on actually crafting materials for Unwelcome Gear, and I'm not really that short on scroll vouchers, so yeah, if there's anything we can compromise, it's the minimum requirement for the rerolls. That's because you're 40 bill in that gacha, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. 139, hot fucking diggity. That's one off max. I've not seen that in a long, long time. That better be the one that passes. That's basically 130% already ahead of like some of the other ones. Like that's how insane that is. 132, nice. I'm doing decently. I'm definitely doing decently with the rerolling. 139 and 69. I see where your mind is at. I see where your mind is at. 131, that'll do. Ooh, purple, nice. 134, great. $130, I skipped it. It's okay. I meant to skip it. 133, nice. $130. I'll skip it, I'll skip it. We're doing good today. Gonna be wraps when elemental ones come out? I don't think that's gonna be for a long time. But yeah, they will come out at some point, nullifying all of this. 134, nice. If I thought it'd be soon, I definitely wouldn't overinvest right now. But I've been proven wrong before. Another 133, great, great, great. $131 will do just fine. How many Chaos Crystals am I down to? 65, and I only have 4 to go. So yeah, we've done really good on the re-rolling side of things. 130, like, yeah, fuck it. I'll settle. $131. $133. Oh, nice, nice. I might even do a couple more at this rate. I mean, we're looking good. Is there a day for 4th drop beta test? There's not yet, Kerminals. I expect it to be within the week, but you never know. I wouldn't want to be overly optimistic. We did really well there, so I'm gonna do another 4. Yeah. Just have a bigger sample size. Oops. Alrighty, looks good to me. These 4, yep. Every day I check updates, I swear Balte is teasing us. Yeah, we got some other updates and they're not what you expected. $128. Not going well so far. 132, nice. Not sure if I'm gonna get through all 3, but we'll see how we go. Oh, purple, bam, 137, boom. Glad I did another 4. Yep. 131. $134, bam, I did everything, and I still have 7 crystals left. That looks good to me. Okay, that went really well. Sorry, dumb question. How do I use the teleport rock to go to someone? You open the user list, click on them, and then click move. I guess you can't do it to yourself, but yeah, and I don't need to do it, but that's how you do it. Okay. You're ready for the table banging followed by a fuck. Well, I better be careful, because last time I had soju on the table, I spilt it everywhere. Including near my devices, so let me move things in preparation for potentially fucking up my desk. Just kidding, you want to say +6 at least? the parameters will be like +6, I'll take 2 shots for sure. If I pass a 30 on my Dark Pearl ring, I'll do 2 shots. And then if I somehow +7 a weapon, I'll drink the fucking bottle. Alright. Let's bring it back. Thank you very much, Driven. Appreciate you, brother. Finish Soju all or nothing. It's not all or nothing. There's gotta be rules in place. 1 shot to start for luck. Oh my god. So when I fail, you're gonna be like, oh, you didn't take that shot for luck. I don't want to hear that shit. Alright, where do we want to begin with? Let me just quickly check if there's anything in storage that I transferred to my other characters. I don't think so, because I finished my Bowman's Shoe last stream, and then... yeah, there's nothing here either, so... I think we're ready to go. It's just my mage today, so... with the scrolling... I need to burn 2 SP resets to do... AP resets to do this overall, but I'll do it anyway. Let's kick it off with the overall. Okay. Yeah, I've had this overall sitting here for a while, and I'm eager to give it a go. So this is what we're going to start with. You said it, not me. I mean, but I knew you were going to say it anyway, so what's the point? Right? Driffin, thank you so much for the T1, brother. I appreciate you. You're the best. Okay. Let's do the overall. Any scrolls? Yes. Boom! Fuck you. Bye-bye. Alright. The earring and the Dark Pearl ring will definitely be last. Actually, the earring can be now because, like, I don't really care about it. It's for my, it's gonna be for my, like, my Bowman and my Outlaw. And yeah, if it goes badly, I'll put some 30s on it anyway, but it doesn't really matter. So let me just check where my earring scrolls are. Do the Dark Pearl. That's gonna be the very last thing. The very last thing. Down to 9 bill again, I see. Oh, I'm so poor. Fuck, man. What did I say? I'm looking for earring scrolls. I know I have them somewhere, right? Earring decks. Yeah, I'll take some of these. Anything else we got? Ah, I got more. I got 60 more. Okay. Well, I'll just take all of these. And then if it goes poorly, I'll throw a 30 on it. So here we go. I don't have a +5 earring yet, so fingers crossed we actually get one of those. Earring decks, hello. Here we are. Boom! What a joke. But I'm just fail stacking for my ones later, so I guess it's okay. Fuck you! Oh, it passed. Oh, okay. Back to the 60s then. Aha. Aha! What do I want to do with my last slot? Do I want to get spicy? Do I want to get spicy? I'm feeling spicy. Yeah, this is the best Persona track. What's my other earring on my... Let me quickly consult my other character. What's my actual earring and what... Because this will just go on my Outlaw, and then I have one for my Bowman, one for my Outlaw. This is already 21. What am I looking at on the other one again? So 21 to beat. And it's currently... Alright, I'll pick this shit up. I can't... Oh! You cannot loot because the owner is no longer online. Oh my god, now you know. You can't log in, log out, and collect your loot. Do I scroll for decks? My second mains are Bowman and Outlaw, and their main stat is Dex. So it should be fine. We're just gonna go for the 60 here. Please! Nice, beautiful. Alright, we got a comparable earring for both of our second and third characters now. We'll take that. I'll transfer that beast across, and we're looking good. Cool. Alright, well, I don't really care that much about it, so I'm not like overly celebratory. No change. It's another earring, okay? I don't need to alternate my earrings now. It's kind of nice. Yeah, but wouldn't you want to be discalled for strength because you put your stats and decks? It really doesn't matter in this game, Criminals. It's not like other old school MapleStory versions. No balls? I'll show you balls. I'll show you balls, alright? You think I have no balls? Wait and see. How many one scrolls do we have? 13? We're gonna need a lot more than that. 50! Just like that. Maple Royal will affect stats from equips. No, it's not going to scale like that. It just scales based off level, and it doesn't matter what you scroll for or what your base gear is anymore. And that's like a unique Chronostory change that they put in. Don't show us your balls, please. What region are you? I want to play Chronostory, but I'm not on NA. I am in NA, unfortunately, Bakemono. Yes. But you can always, like, try to go to someone else's world. If you add them on MapleStory Worlds, and then join their world. No balls, only shuttlecock. Ah, that's the best comment. You can just join someone and try to go to their server. If you, like, click on them and click play together. That should hopefully get you on there. Did you open the soju yet? Yeah, we opened it when we got the earrings, so I've already had a shot. And this bottle's already half empty, so I can't remember when I drank some, but I did at some point. Anyway, we have a lot of ones to do. We're going to pyramid scroll it as we usually do. So we one-tap everything. You don't even know MapleStory Worlds is even available on C. I'm not sure about C specifically, unfortunately, but hopefully you can get in. You know what? I'm going to bring it to a new scrolling location. I feel like my luck has kind of been the same because I've always been in the one spot, and I definitely want to mix it up. Let's see if there's... I got a spot in mind. I have a spot in mind. Let me just like, let me just go there. Yeah, you're probably gonna get taken to... Oh, the sound is really loud. Apologies. Dude, my auto buff is not working. What the fuck? It's right here. Balte. Wait, where is it? Where is it? It's definitely here. I swear to God, I saw it before. No? Guys, we saw it before, right? Alright, fuck it. $90? Alright, 90. Bet. Must have expired, but when I thought it expired, I literally went to my storage and saw one still there. That's why I was so confused. Glad to see recognition of the gun's soundtrack. Yeah, that's crazy. It did expire, but like... It was still in my storage available. My spot is Kumo or Ito's house in Leafree. I'm gonna try the Ludibrium spot at the very top of the tower. So we go to the very top here. I haven't been here before, but I think it's a good spot. Wait, how do I get here? I wanna get up there. I can't get up there. You accidentally smelt it again. Fuck that. Anyway, I'm just gonna scroll here. It's fine, it's fine. We'll get our seed out. Could it be that it was on another character so it didn't update or something? It could be, but either way, I just, you know, gave another 500 world coins away. Alright, it's okay. Let's do our scrolling now. So I'm gonna one-tap everything, and then see where we're at. Good luck to us. I don't even want to hear the noise. I'm not gonna look... Actually, I should hear the noise. It's better for the viewing experience. Is NX in this server based on MapleStory Worlds or Chronostory? It's MapleStory Worlds. It's like the world coins that you can use across any MapleStory Worlds game. And then you convert that into Chrono credit, but it's the same thing basically. Here we go. Please! What the fuck? Have mercy on me! This one's purple, this one's purple. Oh my god, have mercy! Okay. Okay. Fuck. Where am I up to? Here? Fuck! Oh my god. It's not feeling like it's going well. It definitely feels like it's bad. Okay, I mean, I've definitely passed some, but like, is this going well? I don't know. No? Probably not. Purple? It's purple? It's 137 base, please? Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Oh my god, that sucked ass for like the 10th stream in a row. What are we left with? Let's have a look. 1, 2, I'll lock everything that we're keeping. Throw another one on the 139? Yeah, maybe. If it's not blown up, I'll have a look at it. Because that's basically like one pass. What the fuck, 202? Dude, where are my past ones? None of them? Are you telling me none of them? Like, what is this? I passed 5 out of 20. Is that what you're telling me? That sucks ass. This was 137? Where was my 139? It must be gone, or I must have passed, I'm not sure. I don't have a 139 anymore, so that's okay. 5 out of 24, it's not even 5 out of 20, it's 5 out of 24. No, it's not 40%, it's so much worse. God damn, man. You know what, I won't even care if my Dark Pearl ring passes. Let's go back to the silo. I gotta smelt this stuff. That was so disappointing. It's just been like this, like fucking stream after stream. One more time. Everything I want is unlocked. Yep. All looks good to me. Alright, cool. I gotta be extra careful now. Who was the guy that was ogling me? Where is he? Never mind, I can't use another teleport rock. Let's go back to the FM. New spot sucks. It really does suck. We're back here. Alright. Let's see what we get at the end of this. Hopefully we have more than like 2 remaining. Where's the Baldy? Yeah, true. Where's my Baldy today? I have no idea. He must have been busy. Here we go. Don't fuck with me. Oh my god! Really? 1 out of 5! This sucks ass, man! Like, 139... I'll give these another tap. It's so bad. I just have no hope. Okay, they both passed for some reason. Let's keep going on them. 2 out of 3 on both of them so far. Pap is a good spot, I hear. I'm done pretending like the spot matters, okay? Let's just fucking get this over with. I'm so done with this shit. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, this... I just need to breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, we have 1 more left. It's 2 out of 2 at the moment. Let's see if this does any better. Please, give me some hope today. It's been miserable. Every day, for weeks, it's been fucking miserable. Maybe it's the glasses. I don't know what to say. It doesn't matter. We got 1 thing left. 1 thing. With all the potential in the world, okay? This Dark Pearl ring means so much to me. Please. Just in case it goes poorly, I'm gonna set up my raid for Discover Africa. That's where we're gonna be going when I inevitably get fucked by the game again. Discover Africa. Guys. I think you should save up 1k crystals and try again. But then if I save up 1k crystals, how am I going to entertain you for any of my other streams? I'm going to be no scrolling. You really want one of my streams with no scrolling? Please, please, please. Here we go. Where's my accessory? It's somewhere. Oh, did I file it somewhere? Where is it? 1 sec. Let me cancel the raid. Where's my accessory scroll? It's got to be here somewhere, right? I thought I have an accessory in 30. The unfortunate thing is that if I somehow have like if I'm somehow wrong and mistaken, okay, I do. I didn't want to disappoint you guys, but if I didn't have an accessory 30, I wouldn't be scrolling it now. It has to be a 30. Okay, but we have one. And all the bacon, all the fucking beans rest upon this. I'll set up the raid once again. You think Balte a millionaire yet? He's honestly not extracting anywhere near as much money as he could from the game if he really wanted to, so... He's probably a millionaire outside of Chronostory, Jason. You got this, bro. Thank you so much, C-Mac. Let's see how we go. Pass? I'm dying. Please. Here we go. I can't do it. I need 10 more seconds. My Microsoft Chrome imploded and my raid like kind of got cancelled. Give me 1 sec. Sorry. Sorry to like hold the suspense for even longer. I had to do it. What happened to my raid? I'm just going now. I'm just going now. There's no time. I'm probably it's happening any moment. Please! Yes! Yes! All right, 2 for the boys. Thank you, guys. All right, everyone. Appreciate your support as always. I'll see you all on Monday. Have a good one, all right?